So welcome to day 3 of your 30-day yoga challenge. I hope you're enjoying the journey so far. Hope you're feeling nice and relaxed and maybe more mobile and settle in the body. Scanning in with the body now, just see how you feel. As we lengthen up through the spine, take a couple of deep breaths. Just grounding the sitting bones onto your mat. Taking the next 30 minutes now just to check in with the body and scan how you feel, leaving any to-do lists, any thoughts, past or future. Just letting it go and bringing your awareness to the present moment. Feeling the shoulders relax away from your ears. Making any movements that you might need. Maybe you have a few itches before you find a moment of stillness. Just finding that natural breath. And then in your own time, we're going to start the practice today on the back of the body. So lengthening out the legs, ground the spine and just find a neutral pose. Maybe you wiggle through the hips. Maybe you bring the shoulders down and away from the ears. Taking some breaths as we lie and find this neutral, restful pose. Noticing any sounds as you bring your awareness to the present moment. I've got the sunshine coming through the window. Maybe you feel the warmth from the sun today. And as the mind begins to calm, we're going to slowly start with bringing up that right knee, interlock the hands around your right shin and just bring the knee towards your shoulder. See if you can relax the front of your hip, feeling the leg become heavy in your hands. Maybe you feel a gentle stretch through the back of the hip, around your glutes and hamstrings. Completely relax that left leg. You can close or open the eyes, whichever feels good for you. Just keep the shoulders relaxed. From here, we're going to pick up and lift that left leg, grounding your left foot in line with your hip. Reach and extend your right leg up in the air as we interlock the hands behind the back of the thigh, just underneath your knee joint. Flex the toes and gently bring that right leg towards you. Notice the sensations on the back of the leg. So today, we're going to be thinking about moving how you feel. As this practice will be open for your own individual body, you're more than welcome to invite more movements or restrict the movements if you need to. Maybe you're feeling exhausted or maybe you have a lot of energy, so just go with it. Each day is different. From here, we're going to ground the hands either side of you. Inhale as we lower the leg, the right leg, all the way down to the floor, just an inch off the mat. Exhale as we lift and bring that leg towards you, finding that stretch at the top. Inhale as we lower. As you bring the leg down, see if you can engage the core, keeping the back of the body on the mat. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale, control it down. Exhale, lift. Last one. And lift and lengthen, interlocking the hands again behind the back of the thigh. This time we're going to bend into the knee. Exhale, lengthen. Just warming up the joints. If you've been sat down most of the day, this will be good for you just to mobilize through, get the blood flowing. We're going to finish here with lengthening the leg. Point and flex the ankle now, loosening off the lower leg. Maybe you feel it in the calf muscles as you bring the toes towards you. Just keeping the movement soft and gentle as we use these exercises to warm you up. Really nice. From here, we're going to gently lower the leg now. The lower you the lower it goes, the harder it is for your tummy muscles. So just maybe lower it just past 90 degrees. From here, we're going to place the palms either side of you up towards the ceiling as we lift the chest and find a crunch. I want you to feel the core muscles engage. The ribs are pulling towards the hips. They're engaging now, and hold for 2 more breaths. Maybe you're shaking like me. And exhale, lower all the way down. Lengthen out that other leg too. Just rock side to side. If that feels good. And then take your time to lift up your left knee, bringing it towards your left shoulder, interlocking the hands around the shin, and just see how this side feels for you. Bringing it towards that shoulder. Taking some deep breaths. Feeling the leg relax and become really heavy in your hands. On your next exhale, ground that right foot. We're going to release your left leg as we bring it up towards the sky. Feeling a nice stretch through the back of the leg. Interlock the hands behind the back of the thigh. Gently bring the leg towards you. Taking some deep breaths, and never lock out the leg. If it feels too intense, just bend and soften into the knee as much as you need here. From here, ground in the hands either side of you, lowering your leg. Down towards the floor, exhale as we lift back up. Feel the stretch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more. All the way back up to the top. Interlock the hands underneath your knee and bend and extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen. Notice any sensations on this side. Holding at the top, keeping the knees soft if that feels good. And then working through your ankle, point and flex. Working into the lower leg, and if anyone does exercise, maybe you run or walk or cycle, these are really good stretches just to loosen off and getting that mobility back in your joints. From here, release the hands, palms come up, lower the leg just past 90 degrees as we lift up with the chest, shoulders come off the floor. Keep this crunch. One more breath. And exhale, lower. Bring both knees up towards your chest now as we rock side to side. Maybe you circle the knees all the way around. Bringing some weight into the back of the body. Notice some weight maybe through the glutes as we bring a gentle massage into your body, especially if you're on a hard floor. It's a really good way just to self-massage the back, rocking side to side. From here, bringing both hands either side of you, palms are down. Inhale. Exhale as we lower both knees to the right, feeling a gentle twist through your lower back. This should feel quite good. Exhale as we lift both knees back to center. Notice that your core muscles are working here. Inhale as you lift the knees towards you. Exhale as we lower, feeling the twist on this side. Inhale, lift. Let's do one more each side. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, lift back to center. Working through one more. Inhale as we lower, and exhale back to center. Hugging into the knees. Let's rock and roll like we did on day one. Just loosening off the spine. Using the core muscles to come all the way up. And bring yourself through to a comfortable tabletop. So we can either cross the legs and pull yourself through here, or if you're still working on bringing the legs round, just comfortably step them round. The knees come underneath you and the hands now come underneath your shoulders. We're just going to take this time to find a nice neutral pose. The shoulders are away from the ears, so these lat muscles are engaged. From here, exhale as we tuck the toes, lift the hips into your down dog. Relax the head, keeping the shoulders active as again they pull down away from your ears. We're going to walk and pedal out the legs now in your downward facing dog. Relax the head. Notice how this one feels today. Maybe you feel more open in the back of the body. We've done a lot of hamstring work the past 2 days, so maybe the hips feel high. Maybe the arms feel stronger. And then in your own time, we're going to walk the feet up towards the hands. Find your forward fold. Shake out the upper body. This is a slight inversion, bringing the blood towards the head, the upper back. When you feel relaxed, slowly roll up. Think 1 vertebra at a time as we control. Leaving the shoulders and the head last. Toes come together. Engage your thighs. So we come into a strong mountain pose. We're grounding the back of the body. Lift and lengthen through the front. Big breath in as we lift the chest up towards the sky. Bringing the palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, let's go to your halfway lift. We're going to hold it here. Shoulders away from the ears. We should have a nice flat back. The tummy muscles are engaged. Like I said before, if you need to, lift the hands up higher. Okay, just see how your hamstrings in the lower back feels today. Tuck the chin in so you're looking down and the head's in line with the spine. From here, grounding your hands, spread the fingers so they're active. Let's step into your high plank. Engage the tummy muscles. Let's bring the shoulders over the wrists. And if you can, really push up through your fingertips. Let's stay active in this pose. Exhale as we lower your knees. Bend into your arms, bringing the shoulder blades together. Inhale as we push up into your cobra. The elbows stay close. The head's in line with the spine, the shoulders away from the ears, and just check in with your lower back. Exhale as we ripple through the spine, bringing the chest down onto the mat. Keeping the tailbone tucked as we press up onto your knees. Bringing the hips back into your familiar child pose. Relaxing the head, rock side to side. And again, do what feels good for you. Maybe you bring the knees apart. Maybe you relax the chest a little bit deeper onto the floor. If you need a bolster or a book for your head for support, then just reach for one now. That's absolutely fine. From here, inhale as we come up to all fours, tucking the toes. Exhale as we lift into your down dog. Lengthening through the spine, the head comes through the gap. We're going to start now how we finished yesterday. So we're going to step the right foot in between your hands. Finding that lunge. Notice how you're nice and light on the fingertips, okay? Try not to relax in the upper body. The legs are taking your weight. Lower the knee down. Inhale as we reach the arms up. If your back knee isn't comfortable, you need a cushion or roll your mat over to help. From here, we're going to come into cactus arms. We're going to spread the fingers. Exhale as we bend into that front knee. Lift the chest and look up towards the sky. Inhale, slowly come on out. Notice how we're coming into a mini back bend. The chest lifts, shoulders away from the ears. If the back bend doesn't feel good for you, then just keep the lunge and keep the spine neutral. Working through 2 more. Letting go of any tension through the hips and the shoulders. Bringing the hands down onto the floor. Reaching up with your right arm as you exhale. Open the chest. Exhale, lower that right hand to floor. Now we're going to ground the hands as we extend your back leg. Find that high lunge. We're going to shoot your front foot back, high plank. Engage the tummy muscles. Well done. From here, bend into the knees or try your chaturanga from your toes. So that means bending into the arms. Inhale as you pull through to your cobra. Or maybe try an up dog where you straighten the arms. Really nice. Hold in here for 2 more breaths and just see how this feels for you. If you do have a cobra and you're bending into the arms, the shoulders are away from the ears, just think about engaging the glutes. If you have a full up dog, lengthen the arms, press through the fingertips, the shoulders come away from the ears. And you can advance this by lifting the hips off of the floor. But we don't need to go there yet. From here, let's slowly bend into the arms and everyone bring the body down onto the front of the mat. Keeping the hands either side of you, the shoulders are pulled back and down as we press up onto your knees and bring the hips back into your familiar child pose. Relax the head. Make any extra stretches. Release tension through the shoulders and just see where the hips lie today. Maybe they relax down towards the heels. Maybe they're higher. And just acknowledge. Inhale as we come up to all fours. Find that length in the spine. Tuck the toes. Exhale as we come into your downward facing dog. Begin to deepen your exhale. Really let go here. Big breath in. Exhale as now we step the left foot forwards. Finding that low lunge, ground that front foot. Inhale as we reach up with the arms. Exhale as we lower into your low lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So notice how today we don't have the hands to help. Yesterday we had the hands on the floor and we were getting into the low lunge that way. So we're really adding load now. So we're increasing the mobility in your hips. Working through a couple more, maybe you back bend, but only if that feels good for you. Exhale, lower hands to floor. Nice and light on the fingertips as we reach up with your left arm. Open the chest and just see how this feels on this side. Exhale, lower hand to floor. Ground in the hands, nice strong right leg as we extend. We're going to shoot this front foot back, finding that high plank. Choose child pose here if you prefer, or work through another chaturanga just so you get familiar with the movement. So if you want to have a look, I'm going to do it on my knees just so I can do it super slow and you guys can check it out. I bend into the arms. I pull through as I inhale and the shoulder blades come back and down into either a cobra or a full up dog. And wherever you are, we're going to now lower all the way down onto the floor. Nice. Hands under to the shoulders as we push up onto your knees. And again, push the hips back, relaxing into your child pose. So that chaturanga is a super strong movement, realigning the body, but definitely build your upper body strength for yoga. Inhale as we find all fours. We're now going to lift and extend your right leg, flexing the toes. The foot comes in line with the hips. Stay strong through the upper body and reach with your left arm, opposite arm to leg. The hips are square. Exhale, lower. Reach and extend other side. Left leg lifts. Reaching up with your right arm. Exhale, lower. Let's do one more each side. Inhale as we reach and lengthen. Right leg, left arm. And exhale, lower. Last one. Reach and lengthen. Feel the glutes, the tummy muscles. And exhale, lower. Tucking the toes, lift the hips. Let's find that down dog. Like we did yesterday, we're going to try a little hop to hands. So walk in if you prefer, or bend into the knees and let's hop the feet in. From this forward fold, we're now going to bend into the arms and relax the head. Shake out the shoulders. Maybe you rock side to side. Really bend into the knees here if that feels good for you. When you feel really relaxed and like a rag doll, slowly roll that, leaving the head last. And I'm going to teach you your first balance. So, super fun one, really good one to learn just to keep your gaze and to find some stillness as well. We're going to ground the right foot, spreading the toes, engage the whole of the right thigh and glute. Your toes are pushing into the floor. Your left foot comes either below your knee or bring it up higher above the knee. This is called tree pose. The hips are square. We open up that left knee, hands either on your hips. If you feel wobbly, just use a chair and or a wall, whatever you have close. You can also bring the hands to center, bring the shoulder blades back and down. Keep your gaze maybe a little bit higher than your eye line. The body follows the head. Maybe don't look at me. From here, if it is still and balanced, maybe reach up with the arms, breathing into the belly. Shoulders come away from the ears. As we exhale, we're going to keep the arms above the head and lower that left foot into a chair. Bring the hands in line with the shoulders and bend into the knees. This is going to bring some energy into the front of the thighs and the glutes. Stay there. Just going to show you side on. You're really lengthening through the lower back. Neutral spine, the core is engaged. The arms are active, away from the ears. And exhale, forward fold. Rolling up through the spine. Leaving your head last. Let's work through another vinyasa flow as we spread the toes, engage the thighs. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands together. Let's find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to floor. Maybe you hop back to plank now. Lower the knees here if you prefer. Bend into the arms. Inhale, pull through to your up dog. And then from here, we're going to bend down, all the way down onto the floor. Either push up onto your knees this time, or let's try on your toes, all the way up to a plank. Nice strong core, good work. Lift the hips. Let's go straight to a down dog. Relax the head. Hips are high. Spread the fingers. On your next exhale, step, hop or jump, feet to hands. Shaking out the shoulders, and like we did yesterday, spread the toes. We're going to ground the left hand in front of your right foot. Exhale as we reach with your right arm. Today, we're going to come on to the fingertips. See how that feels? Maybe bend into your top elbow and reach for your left thigh. So you come all the way around. Maybe you look over your right shoulder. Coming into a nice twist. Exhale as we reach up with that right arm. Use that arm and come on down the way you came in. Bending into your right leg. Lengthen your left leg as we ground your left hand. Reach and extend with your left arm. Sorry, we ground your right hand. Reach and extend with your left arm. Bend into your left elbow. And again, maybe you look for that right thigh. Open the chest. Come up and nice and light on those left fingertips. And bend into that right knee as much as you need to. Breathing into the belly. Exhale, really twist and untangle. And then slowly unwind as we bring that top hand down, shaking out the shoulders, rolling up through your spine, finding yourself into tree on the other side. So I'm going to show you face on again, grounding that left foot this time. Right foot either below or above the knee. Oh, make sure you have balance. And yeah, hands on the hips to center. Keeping your gaze again. Just notice that one side might be a little bit easier than the other. And let's reach up. Hold in for another 3 breaths. And like we did before, find that chair pose. Feet face forwards, the hands release. Sit back and down. This time, we're going to bring the hands together. Press into the palms. I want you to feel your chest muscles and the shoulders engage. Either stay here, keep the legs active, or you can bring the left elbow to your right knee. Creating a twist, looking over your right shoulder. And keep the legs where they are as we bring your hands back to center. Big breath in, exhale as we go to the other side, looking over your left shoulder. And bring the hands back to center. Keep holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Relax the head. Let's shake out the shoulders. From here, inhale, find your halfway lift. Hands to floor, step or jump into your plank. Let's go. Bend into the arms. Inhale as we pull through to your up dog. From here, I'm now going to teach you to go straight into your downward facing dog. If what we've been doing before, pushing up to all fours, is better, then repeat. If you're in a full up dog here, tuck the toes. Engage your tummy muscles as you lift the hips into your down dog. Relax the head. Well done. Walking the feet all the way up towards the hands. Let's bend into the knees now and bring the body onto the back of the mat. We're going to roll all the way down, lift up the legs, and because we've just done some leg activity, we're going to hold this nice inversion. Super good to release some lactic acid and help release tension and increase circulation for the lower body. The legs come up and your femur bone, the big thigh bone, is finding a balance point in your ball and socket joint. So see if you can get there where it's sort of effortless, the knees are soft. You can also use a wall, especially after exercise, really good way to get some recovery in. So just hold it here for a couple more breaths, see how it feels for you. And then in your own time, we're going to slowly bend into your left leg. We're going to create a nice diamond shape as we flex the foot and bring the hands through the gap. So they come underneath your right knee, behind the back of the thigh. This one's going to help release some tension through the left hip. Okay, keeping the head and shoulders down, flex that front foot. You can flex both feet actually, keep some energy in the legs. Bring the leg towards you as far as feels comfortable. So you should feel a nice release through that left side. Again, you can use a wall for this one, which is quite a good stretch. Placing the wall, using your right foot against the wall, and that will help. But just hold in here for another 2 breaths before we go on to the other side. Let's go. Slowly untangle. Make any shapes or stretches that you might need. And then let's do it. So interlock the hands underneath that left knee. Making sure that right knee's out. And flex the feet as we gently bring them towards you. Really nice. In your own time, slowly untangle the legs. Making some gentle circles similar to what we did at the start. Hopefully they feel nice and heavy and relaxed now as we've just done a few little balances and poses through the lower body. Nice. From here, recenter the legs. We're going to bring the palms down either side of you. And inhale as you lift the legs towards you, the knees come up. Exhale as we lower down to one side. So like we did at the start, but we're going to hold now for 5 breaths. Maybe the head looks the opposite way to your knees, if that feels good. And if you're feeling super mobile today, you can lengthen that top leg. Reach in maybe for the foot with your right hand, or just keep it where it is. On the other end, if you feel like your legs don't actually meet the floor, maybe you've got a little bit of tightness through your lower back, you want to prop your legs with some cushions. So that's a really good way just to help relax the body without your knees able to go to the floor. So cushions, block, maybe some books, just pop the knees on. And then the same with the hand. If you feel like your hand isn't actually relaxing on the floor, yeah, just grab a cushion and that will help. Nice. From here, let's go to the other side and I'll be quiet for this one. Relax down and maybe look away into the stretch. Relaxing into it, breathing into the belly. And then in your own time, bring those knees back to center. We're now going to finish with a soft butterfly pose, bringing the soles of the feet together. With this one as well, if it's too intense, just letting the knees relax towards the floor. Pop some blocks or books underneath the knees so they're just resting on something to support. So this pose, similar to your shoulders, your hips actually hold on to stress and tension. So it's a really good way to relax you just by opening and easing your way into this stretch. You can bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your chest. And as you inhale, just see if you can, and feel that bottom hand lift as you inhale. As you exhale, just feel it relax and the legs slowly relax towards the floor. Stay here if you would like, or bring yourself to a comfortable rested pose. Bringing the body into a lengthened position called Savasana, lengthening out the legs, the arms come either side of you. Pick the shoulders up and maybe roll them down and away from the ears. Giving the body a few minutes of rest, where you don't need to do anything. Just become aware of any feelings, maybe some sounds that you can hear. Relaxing your face, feeling the whole body become heavy onto the floor. And you can stay here if you like, or you're welcome to join me and gently move through the fingers and toes, waking your body back up. Maybe you bring your knees towards your chest, but just do what feels good for you. Maybe you rock side to side, and then in your own time, roll the body onto one side, using your hands to gently come up to a comfortable seat. Crossing the legs, sit onto the heels if you prefer, and finding some length in the spine. And thank you for joining in today. I hope you have a lovely afternoon. Namaste.